Y'all, let me tell you something. It's coming upon us the season where I was talking to my friend today, and she and I were talking about how we're about to come upon this season where it starts to get darker early, so all those little feelings and then you gotta go to the holiday parties, and then you gotta spend money depending on if you celebrate Christmas, and then you got to come up with a New Year resolution to lose the weight after Thanksgiving and Christmas. It's that time of year. It's that time of year. So that meaning I'm saying all that to say, child, you think I'm gonna be sitting over here worried about Dalton and Thornton Township, and I am adult night. No, so y'all shouldn't either. Welcome to Burgundy Blue Commentary. I hope all is well with you and yours. Let's say hello to everybody. Hey, Cynthia. Hey, Steven. What's up? Choose compassion. Hey, beautiful. And that's it. Just want to say hello. Okay, so you guys, y'all cuss me out from the rooter to the tutor. It's no Thornton Township meeting. And I don't know. I don't know. Maybe I was listening. It's this creator I love, and she is over 50, and she does like this fashion, Chicago fashion thing. I love it. And she has such a good spirit, but she talks very Chicago. So she's like, maybe it's the way I talk where y'all don't get what I'm saying. I literally am saying, I went on the website. I called the clerk office. Everybody said it's a meeting, but for somehow it's not a meeting. I digress. I'm not saying that the trustees was not showing up. I'm not saying that their representation did not send a letter out. I'm saying, hey, it's going to be something going on there today. So what time it start? That's all I want to know. What time it start and what's going on? And there we have it. 1,000 people tuned into Critical Smoker Live today. Or everybody said it wasn't me. Y'all, let me tell you something. This is what you have to do. And you know what? I should not have this iced coffee right. Let me stop. I got this. Okay. I got this espresso latte machine that I took out of how I have a coffee machine and I just been drinking regular coffee. But now my friend has put me on, let's see, how to be like a barista type of person, where I got the little Hershey syrup, the ice cubes, and then the little frother thing. And it's not good. It's not good for my waistline at all. But I'm in love with it. So I gotta stop. So I started with the caramel. I started trying to make a caramel crunch, like ribbon crunch, and it's just greedy. Okay. So, thanks to all of y'all that support me. Hit the like button if you can. Support Reality Check TV and Critical Smoker. This is gonna be the fastest live ever because we don't
Can
have
I be recognized, Mayor?
You want to be long-winded? I'm just asking.
So the mayor got served on live. Let's go to that because I know that was a lot of people wanted to talk about that. So the supervisor got served on live. I don't think that's a big deal. I know that sounds weird. It's the best place to serve somebody during she has to be there. Anybody, if you see anybody that you want to serve and they attending those meetings, that's the best place to serve them. So I didn't see, that's just because it's me. That's just because it's me. I'm like, okay, well, this lawsuit number 802, but tomorrow we'll look into the lawsuit because I would like to know, was this an ex-employee? Who was it? What's going on? So let's go to that part. Let's go to that part.
Is the sole person over the T8 department. That's the general assistant department. The board, their department, they are responsible for like general fund. So that's why when you hear me up here saying, hey, why y'all taking stuff out of the GA department? You got no authority in that. And that's what I'm talking about when I say that. Go ahead.
I'm a private investigator. I've got some books that says super rare. Inside I have from the United States District Court, Northern District of Illinois, Tyrone Isom Jr. to you as both personal and.
You know who that is. Okay. So he must have had to redo a lawsuit. You remember we did that story. He's the guy with the barber shop. Now I thought that, let me go to my channel. Let me go to my videos. We'll play. So this is who's suing Tiffany Henyard. But maybe, things happen. Sometimes you're suing one way, then you got to go back to the drawing board, or you have to go back. It could have been something else going on. So I'm wondering why he's suing her. Maybe because it's in the township. Let's go to that video. This is interesting. So I was listening because I really didn't listen. And then, so that's who's suing her. So he had his process server come out, which I would have thought would have been easy for him to sue her, but hey, let me tell you, why make it hard? I'm trying to say it, we just talking. If she's going to be there and if the suit just came out, then that's it. So, because I thought he already had a lawsuit. So let's go to it.
That's out. It should be online. Where is it?
Yeah, it's on Thornton Township.
Yeah, everyone that enters.
Yeah, he has it on it. So they all go on Township Facebook page and find, and then you can put it on the website too for her so she can see.
Yes.
Yep, or he can email it to you as well. But Emmanuel's our media guy back there.
And 100%.
Up here saying, hey, why y'all taking stuff out of the GA?
Tyrone Isom Jr. to you as both personal and in your role as mayor.
Okay, thank you.
Oh, okay. He's suing her because I'm about to say, why was he suing her at the township? So he said he's suing her individually, and he's also suing her in the role as township. Mayor. Sorry, role as mayor. So this is the story. Let's go to it.
Blue Commentary, Burgundy Commentary, Commentary Blue Commentary, Burgundy Blue Commentary, Burgundy Commentary, Commentary.
How you guys doing? My name is Tyrone Isom Jr. I purchased a commercial property, 1031 East Sydney in Dalton. It's the old jerk chicken restaurant. But I want you to know, what do you guys want me to do with it? Because I keep getting denied my business license. I got 2 LLCs. They denied the first one. They denied the second one. And I asked them, what do you guys want me to do? And can you tell me why I got denied? They told me they don't know. They can't really give me a reason. And I said, can I get it right so I can understand what you guys want me to do? They said they don't know at this time. So I'm still waiting to get answers so I can actually work the deal with adults so they can, so I just want to be a part of the family because I've been an adult since I was 19 years old, cutting hair. And I had to move to Harvey because the owner wanted an extra $2,000 due to the pandemic. So I moved across the street, but I originally wanted to stay in Dalton. So now I'm in a position I can actually go back home to Dalton. And now it's like a pause going on. I'm just trying to figure out what can I do and how can I do it, because I was trying to get everything situated for the summer because my kids, I got 2 kids with sickle cell disease and we this summer he has to get a transplant. And
Take your time here. If you could come for a second, keep coming, step down, talk to you, keep on that. Take your time. He'll take care of it. And my prayers is with you. Anything we can do, township do have resources to help you. So if you do need help, we'll give you all the resources you need.
okay.
All right, thank you. Come on.
Happy guys, welcome to Burgundy Blue Commentary. I hope all is well with you and yours. Today, I want to talk about Mr. Tyrone Isom Jr. We saw him here at this board meeting from last year, and I thought that was very important to take on and judge the history of what he's been going through, honestly. So, you guys, it seems that Tyrone went and went to make sure that it was okay to purchase this property. He got everything in line, purchased the property. He was allowed to get a building permit. He was allowed to complete renovations and constructions. He was all ready to go. So I did this video a while ago, but I wanted to point out this was the original lawsuit that we went over. And if you see Mr. Isom, bless him and everything, his business, it says he was suing Mayor Tiffany Henyard, remember at that time, Kim Austin, Keith Freeman, Carmen Carlisle, and the Village of Dalton. So maybe I didn't look at the new suit. We'll do that another day. Like I said, I can't be on too long. But if he had to amend his lawsuit, I could think of maybe two people names that's gone off the lawsuit now. And from what we saw, as this gentleman said, just going here. Let's go.
So that's why when you hear me up here saying, hey, why y'all taking stuff out of the GA department? You got no authority in that. And that's what I'm talking about when I say that. Yeah, go ahead.
I'm a private investigator. I've got some books that super mirror. Inside I have from the United States District Court, District of Illinois, Tyrone Isom Jr. to you as both personal and in your role as mayor.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you much.
Anytime. Sure. I need that good day, huh? All right, I guess anything else? I get sued all the time.
So, yeah. So if I had to guess, this is just me guessing. If we don't know, because I didn't pull it up, I'll leave that to some of the, you have your YouTubers that do that. I try to not, dabble in a lot of that stuff because I don't want to put people, but when it's fresh. But if I had to guess, looking at this lawsuit, this is just me guessing. I could see if it had to get amended, who he's suing and who probably was taken off. If I had to say, probably Carmen, because she was at that point in the capacity of a assistant, and I think at times she did help in the clerk's office. But that was, you have to go to the original lawsuit. So let's see what's going on here. He went through all the motions, talking with the mayor, talking with the village administrator, Keith Freeman, talking with the code enforcement department, Kim Austin, talking with Carmen Carlisle, who's the mayor's assistant. He went through everything to make sure it was right. And when it was time for him to get his business license for the village of Dalton, he was denied. You guys, I'm going to put the link for the case document so you can read it for yourself. But this is very sad. Okay, you guys, it seems like he's been cutting hair, like he said, for 19 years in Dalton, finally got the chance to live out his dreams, and now is on hold. He's basically being starved out, for lack of a better word. So let's watch this WGN article that was released today so you get a better feel of what's going on
in this building.
Freeman's appearance in federal court comes just a day after he was sued alongside Mayor Henyard by a Dalton property owner who says the village unjustly denied him a business license.
When Keith Freeman told me that he's going to give me all the permits and put me in a position where I start working on my property, about time when I met with him again, he told me, "Who are you? And do I know you?"
Tyrone Isom tried to open a barber shop and then a pigmentation studio in this space, but he says the building inspector told him Henyard blocked the project. He ended up selling the building to stay afloat financially.
And you have people who are willing to put their money where their mouth is. They'll put their sweat and hard labor and their money into a business, all within the parameters of the law, trying to bring in business into the village of Dalton. And because for whatever reason, the mayor doesn't want it. And as Tyrone had told you today, he was told at the end, nope, mayor wants that property.
Tyrone bravely stood at that January 3rd of 2023 board meeting and told us about his situation with his business, but also with his family, having 2 children that have sickle cell, and just trying to find out why is he getting the runaround from the village when he did all the proper protocol. You guys, I'll be back to follow up this lawsuit and story. My prayers go out to Tyrone and his family. What I don't understand is when he did go up to that podium, and it's usually public comment, but this time the mayor decided, hey, let me go ahead and address you. And she told us as taxpaying citizens sitting there, hey, she was directing it towards Tyrone, don't get me wrong. But hey, Keith Freeman's going to talk to you. Let's work it out. We haven't had a follow up, and now we see, nor that you think you need a follow up, right? Because the mayor is saying she's going to make sure you're okay. Now, a year and a half later almost, we see he had to sell his property, give up on his dream. He lost money, and now he's bringing forth a lawsuit against individuals, the village, and the Illinois municipality. You guys, I will keep you updated. As always, take care of yourself and each other. Bye.
This summer, he has to get a transplant. And,
Yeah, take your time, yeah, if you could come for a second, keep coming, step down, talk to you, keep over there. Take your time, you'll take care of it. And my prayers is with you. Anything we can do, township do have resources to help you, so if you do need help, we'll give you all the resources you need.
okay.
All right, thank you.
So that was my take on the person that served the mayor today. That's where I am gathering. Sorry, guys. That's where I'm gathering what's going on according to the service. That was the story we did earlier this year. So that's if anyone's wondering. Um, that guy did wait a long time, didn't he, Cynthia?
Inside I have from the United States District Court, District of Illinois, Tyrone Isom Jr. to you as both personal and in your role as mayor.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you much, sir.
Exactly, sure. We need that good day, huh? All right. I guess anything else? I get sued all the time. Y'all stop it. What happened? Election, all right. Very important, President.
Okay, so this was interesting because I like she was just saying in the comments. At first everyone was involved, and now it seems like I guess it's a re-lawsuit. I thought that his situation would have been resolved by now. Even when he got to that podium, and like she said, Keith's going to talk to you, and then he had to go to the news and say, nobody acting like Keith doesn't even know my name. And it just went, and he did other interviews up there, so it's just very interesting to see. So this is ongoing, so I wouldn't say this is a additional lawsuit for the village of Dalton. This lawsuit was one of the first that I recall because he could not get his business license. So that's my 2 cents on there. What was the other point we wanted to talk about? I guess showing up, the safety issue. I think the only thing I want to say is we know the whole thing, we don't have a budget. And I know they were supposed to be working on a budget. We still don't have a budget. Jerry Jones quit. We basically knew that. Jerry was breaking day by day by day by day. So Jerry Jones quit. I think it's kind of okay. What I want to say I think it was kind of interesting that Clerk Wells got his resignation and not the mayor or the chief of staff. And I'm doing that, like whatever Keith Price is, because is he like, he's not the village administrator, he's like the township. I can't think of his, but he's Keith Price is now Keith Freeman and whatever role that was. So I guess it's sort of like the chief of staff, if you will. It's like the title is kind of blurry to me. And we see that that's not going on, right? So he went ahead and turned it into Clerk Wells
to have their board meetings. So they decided to have a board meeting downstairs. When they did so, we all went downstairs. In the past, they used to have board meetings here, and the overflow is downstairs, where people can view it via TV. So he did exactly what someone asked us to do, which is make sure we had safety issues basically rectified. We did that. We called our security firm. We made sure they had ones, and we also told our board to come upstairs due to the fact they had several ways to exit out of the building. Downstairs, as you all know, we are sitting ducks, in my opinion, because you're against the wall, so you have no way to exit. So I just want to clear it up for those that keep lying about we didn't have any safety measures. I'm gonna have Keith Price speak to that. He was the person that handled the safety issues. We have it in writing for the news. If anybody wants it, we can give you a copy of it, so you can take it with you and you can clear up the misleading information that the apostle has gave you. So Keith Price, you have the floor to talk about the safety issues.
Go up and let somebody in. And as you see, some measures have already started.
And it'll show you our audited reports.
I just want to ask
what you're going to see that everything that every members have allowed and not taking care.
Well, I'm
largest township in the state of Illinois.
I'll wait till tomorrow because I didn't time step everything. So we know Jerry Jones quit, child. So we knew that was going to happen. So now it's going to be a big fight about the appointment, how that's going to go. Now we've both been talking back and forth about it, like a lot of us, and no one, I don't know. I'm gonna have to go look at how Carmen Carlisle appointment happened. I could have sworn, let me see. I might have it here. Hold on. Hold on. Let me see. I make this fast if I can. Let me see. Because you know what? And if I don't have it, you know who probably has it? The Lansing Journal. Because how did it go? How did it go during her appointment? Just wondering. Because I could have swore that they brought her in, right? And then everybody voted on her. But maybe I was wrong. So yeah, and they were like, okay, we all agree. I might have it wrong. What's the other thing I want to talk about? So yeah, you guys, this is my basis of it. It's going to be a lot of smoke and mirrors. It's going to be a lot of show, all the way to election time. So we just have to roll with it. And like I said, sadly, the only people that suffer are the residents. So tomorrow, hit the like button if you're here. Tomorrow, let's talk about who's going to be appointed, like our who we think, and what's the rules on the appointments. Now, y'all, did y'all hear about the Illinois Attorney General, baby? And now you talking about we ain't see Kwame. Now, Kwame, I want to go back to that letter. It was 16 pages. And I want to know, was it we were talking about it, was it a warning like we were talking about? Or was it like, if you don't get it, is that why Tiffany went back? Was it like a warning? Or did they put their foot down? Because right here, and we'll talk about this later. That's a good question for critical, Cynthia. I don't think she would have missed it. I didn't notice. It says Attorney General's suit says TikTok designed to addict young users in Illinois. Did y'all see that? When I say it wasn't just it was all the attorney generals. Like it was the California Attorney General, the Illinois Attorney, Kwame Raoul came out. The DC Attorney General, they all came out. And they're basically saying that it says Illinois Attorney General Kwame Raoul on Tuesday filed one of more than a dozen state-level lawsuits nationwide against TikTok, arguing that the endless scrolling vertical video app is taking advantage of the children and harming their mental health. In joining states from across the nation and Washington, D.C., Illinois TikTok lawsuit is the latest step that the state has taken to rein in tech companies not based in the Midwest and regulate technology that has an impact across the globe. The lawsuit comes on the heels of Illinois legislation cracking down the use of deep fakes and enacting strict regulations on biometric technology and child influencers. Illinois aims to hold the social media company accountable for unfairly and deceptively designing, operating, and marketing, right? The TikTok platform to ensnare and addict young users in Illinois. So, you guys, if you have a young one that can't take their thumb off the top, okay, it's going to be a big, probably class action. So listen to this. TikTok, which according to the lawsuit, has both a 30,000 square foot Fulton Market space and a data center in the Chicago area, disputed the Attorney General's claims Tuesday. I didn't know TikTok had an office here in Chicago. Did you guys know that? We're proud of and remain deeply committed to the work we've done to protect teens, and we will continue to update and improve our product. That's what the company spokesperson said. So I'm gonna put the link in here so you can read more. But just so y'all know, Kwame come out if the money right, baby. Kwame said, "Oh, wait a minute, hold on. Brandon Johnson was getting powder. I need powder. Where's my close up?" And yeah, this whole lawsuit is happening over here in our backyard, and I just wanted people to know. So I'm looking forward to seeing, just to piggyback, make sure you follow up with that TikTok lawsuit if you do have a teen that's addicted to TikTok. I'm an adult and I sit there with my thumb and scroll, and I don't even know how to work TikTok, but I always find the most interesting stuff over there. So I can imagine being a kid. Let's see how far this goes with the Open Meetings Act. Let's see how far this goes. Even with Thornton Township, how much the residents are going to take. Another thing I thought was interesting that Tiffany said big bingo is still going on. I want to know how that's going to happen. I wonder if she's going to fund it, sponsors, or if she's going to just, like she said, the trustees aren't going to stop it. She didn't want the credit cards, so I think all the credit cards are canceled. Poor Robert Hunt looks stressed out, child. And I just, I want to say this. I pray for everybody involved, because if we look at Clerk Wells, when Clerk Wells is up there, she's just as sad as she want to be. Just as sad as she want to be sitting up there. Yeah. I just think it's sad on both ends, because the end of the day, I don't think that it's a one person issue. You know what I mean? I think it's a lot of different people involved. So some of the stuff, like, it depends on if you want to open your eyes and just see a whole, like the whole enchilada, as my granny would say.
9.8, 9.8, 9.8 what?
I don't have that report.
Okay, so it's around 9-point-something million surplus here in Thornton Township. So I just want to point some things out to you. We have on the agenda to have a presentation about our audit from John Casper. and he was going to talk as it relates to our numbers. When you find out the great things that we have done, the great things that I always speak about.
Now, I wanted to play that part. I want to know what Kisperic got to say. Because didn't Kisperic have to report to the Lori Lightfoot report? And I know they just asked for Lori. They asked for Lori to come to Dalton. They asked for Lori to come to Dalton, remember? I mean, to Thornton Township. So how the Kisperic group? You in danger, girl. Yeah. Choose. You've been talking about Kisperic. Kisperic, like we never thought we would be making $40,000 a month or more. And now we got to talk. Lord, we in danger, girl. That was it. I just wanted to chit chat with you guys. What you think about the meeting? Again, I went to the website. I was checking. I think that like a lot of stuff has to go back to old school. I don't know why we got these two, like in Dalton, one person control the website, one person don't control the website. The same at first it was Tiffany controlled it, now Tiffany don't. Now she can't get in her email, and now Keith Freeman can't get in the door. Then we went from at first Keith Freeman was locking everybody out and wiping out their emails. Like we just forget this history. Like we now everybody best friends. Then we go over to Thornton Township. Jerry said, you know what, y'all can have this. and just so nobody said they ain't get it, I'm gonna email my letter to the clerk. Here you go. Boom, bam, pow. Y'all can have this. I didn't sign up for this. And I think at the end of the day, nothing's getting done for the people. Now we got the back and forth over here. Now it's just the residents are the only ones to suffer. That's always my final answer when it comes to this. If you ever want to know where I stand, I just stand with the residents. I think that they suffer. They won't be. I think I will say this too. The answer that Tiffany gave about with the young lady in the audience, what did she ask? I wanted to yell. I'm like, why is nobody stopping her? When she said go to
allocated for, just so because
that's
for you when people, I say yes.
Let me see if I got it.
Yeah,
early voting starts tomorrow in downtown Chicago.
Go ahead.
Right here. I think it was
First, they give a whole brief description of what they do, how they can help you.
Yeah.
The sad part about it is only to you, especially with that property tax stuff. I know a lot of y'all was complaining about your mortgages went up, your escrows went up, and I really care about helping. I can only help with my portion, and my portion being the percentage from Thornton Township, and that's that 5 cents that I keep telling y'all about. When people talk about my money is only 5 cents of your money that's being spent for items here at Thornton Township. Yes, go ahead.
You mentioned something about the people that can't read their tax bills.
Mm-hmm.
Is there something in place where people can come and learn how
Yes.
to read their tax bills?
So we do this. It's called Township Talk. Every Township Talk, I think it's the 4th Wednesday.
I thought she should have right away talked about the assessor's office. Like I even could look at Clerk Wells' face. Right away, that's Cassandra's job, and Cassandra has been all over the internet, even featured on a Lansing Journal, holding things from township to township. I mean, not township. I'm so sorry, guys. Village to city, and municipality to municipality in the township, teaching people how to find out what they owe on their tax bill. You can even go to, like I said, to the Lansing Journal. She did a video. You can go to Calumet City Library. She was in there. But it has to be posted for people to know. Let me see if it is. Cassandra. That's and she's been doing that for years. But that's the one that got locked out. And I think that should have been first of all, contact the assessor's office. That should have been the number one answer. I sometimes sit there because like I said, I've been in a situation where I know that you're not supposed to overstep when a supervisor or a mayor talks, but right here, go to the assessor website. Now, this is the whole thing. The assessor used to, here's her number. I'm sure she's not in that office probably. We don't know what happened because remember, that was the whole thing where the assessor was locked out. Remember that whole debacle? Like, that's why history is so important. I have 94 people lurking. Hit the like button. Y'all lurking, just hit the like button. Okay? Nobody knows you. And thanks for all the supporters in there too. Thank you. So it should have been a direct answer. That is the assessor's job. The assessor. I don't think I want to go to Township Talk to break down my bill. I want to hear it from someone that does it every day. Not because, and the assessor should be at Township Talk. The assessor used to be at the board meeting. Remember that? When the assessor would be at the end and the highway commissioner would be at the end. Now they barely come, but once a month. And that's kind of sad. That's kind of sad. Not saying it's their fault, just saying that should have been the number one answer. That's what our assessor is for. We shouldn't have promoted anything at that point, because I don't think Tiffany Henry is going to be able to sit there and break down my tax bill with me. Not to say she can't, just that I need to know.
Ten or 20 people show up. That's it. And this is the part where you can get educated on anything in Thornton Township. When I say every single one of my department heads, all of them in the back, all of them over here, every one of them show up. And they talk about their department, whatever your questions are. And then the residents have a one-on-one with them. First, they give a whole brief description of what they do, how they can help you, especially senior services. That's where most seniors can go and apply for their ramps that they get on their homes. And then they also apply for a lot of other things. They do a lot of trips too. But senior services is really dope. But that's how you can get it.
Do you advertise and let people know the subject is going to be, we're going to teach you how to read your tax bill, that Tiffany's talk on this day? I'm just asking.
Yeah, well, we do.
Let people know that. I mean, I think more people would come out if they knew, what the subject matter is.
Yeah, I totally agree, but unfortunately, that is the assessor's job. I just help when people complain about things. I just insert myself and help. So her job is, that's what she does, is private taxes. That's what she's supposed to do. Educate you guys on and show you, but we do that as well because a lot of people come to the meetings and they ask us. So I made a video, and on the video, we actually break it down. We show you the tax bill, we show you all the entities that take your money, and we show you our portion. And that's how I was doing. So
access to video.
Yeah, you can get access out. Where is it? It should be online. Where is it now?
Yeah, it's on Thornton Township Facebook page.
Okay, thank you. Yeah, he has.
I almost want to be a spokesperson. I'm sitting over here like, no, you guys go to the assessors, contact the assessor. This is how you can get your information. This is the time she in. But it's because everyone can't work together. Because remember, that was the big issue. Remember that she was locked out and at the beginning of the year. And it's just like, yeah, come to Township Talks. But will you really want to get your breakdown? And we're getting so close to these deadlines and the second installment and all that stuff. You need to contact the assessor immediately. That's who's certified and regulated. So contact her. That's my advice. That's just me over here saying that I don't think it was wrong for her to promote Township Talks, but I think you ever ask a question and someone doesn't give you the direct. We talked about I don't even think the lady speaking probably was a senior, but just talking, saying, hey, we do events. No. I want to know how to break down my tax bill. That's all I'm asking. I'm asking that. Give it to me direct and tell me where to go from there. That was all I wanted to talk about. So yeah, we went over who Tyrone was. We went over, it's still a meeting. Like we already knew it wasn't gonna be a quorum, but I think that people should not lead anyone, just go by the website. I think the website posting outside the door. The clerk needs to answer the phone. The front desk needs to answer the phone. Those things were people who are confused because you got one person saying this, the next person saying that, and you want to know what's going on in your town. You just want to know what's going on in your town. Tiffany has a lot of support. I always tell y'all that. I know y'all don't listen, but she has the streets. And it's really funny just to see how quiet the meeting was. Even though she did have in the meeting, she had some people that didn't agree with her, and they just silently left out. It was no hooping and hollering, screaming and yelling. It was just, hey, you know what? We don't want to hear that. We gone. Yeah, you got to, because you're confusing a lot of people. Now, I'm excited to see how, let me tell you what, because like I said, you'll get, believe me, you'll get Dalton burnout. I'm excited to see how they're going to handle the bingo. And I want to know, so we got to wait till November for the next official board meeting, and then the holidays start. Oh, so it's getting slimmer and slimmer. So we got 1, 2, 3. We got three Dalton, technically 3 Dalton board meetings until election. Technically. Then when you get to Thornton Township, we probably have, and if they keep canceling it, we'll have less than 6 before election. So you guys just yeah, Tiffany has court tomorrow. Tomorrow's the 9th. They have to be back in court tomorrow. Yes, let's see how that go. You know, I don't think it's going to be, just because we know that both sides are communicating with each other. So we shall see, you guys. And I'll be back with the news and some more chit chat. As always, y'all make sure you take care of yourself and each other. Hit the like button if you can on the way out. And you know how you make me feel.
That I have felt the most connected and valued.
Bye.
Commentary Blue Commentary Burgundy Commentary Comment Blue Commentary Comment Burgundy Blue Commentary.